There is a horrible new trend going on with TikTok that is leaving a lot of people extremely concerned. There is an unfortunate update to the deepfake situation I have discussed last week, and YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki is stepping down from her position. Is that a good or a bad thing, and what will that mean for the platform? I haven't done one of these in a while, but if there's one particular topic that you are interested in, check out the description below. I will have timestamps for it there. But I hope you stick around for the full video because I love having you here, and I would love to know what you think about each topic we have to discuss. With that being said, let's get on to the first story. Every day I wake up thinking it can't get worse. I need to stop doing that. So last week I did a video talking about deepfake content and how harmful it is, especially relating to people creating deepfake PORN of influencers, creators, streamers who did not consent to that being made. One of the streamers affected by this goes by the name of QT Cinderella, and she was extraordinarily upset to find out that this happened, and because this situation involved somebody that she knew consuming this content, she was absolutely distraught. Not only did she feel extremely violated by this, but she also said that this triggered a lot of body dysmorphia after seeing her face posted on other people's bodies. Now, the reason that we're talking about this again is because there has been an update in this situation involving QT Cinderella specifically. In a video that QT Cinderella made where she was extremely upset discussing the situation, she talked about how she wanted to sue the person who made the videos of her. An article was posted on The Gamer stating QT Cinderella finds out she cannot sue the creator of the deepfake site. We're not going to read the whole article, but part of it states, QT Cinderella spoke with NBC about the issue and revealed that she tracked down the offending content to a subscription-based website and sent a takedown notice. However, the deepfake imagery continued spreading, but after seeking counsel, she found out the current legal framework disheartening. Every single lawyer I've talked to essentially have come to the conclusion that we don't have a case. There's no way to sue the guy, she told NBC. While many states have laws that ban revenge PORN and soliciting sharing of content without consent, there are only a few states, which include Georgia, California, Virginia, and New York, that have specific laws regarding deepfake content and media according to the Cyber Civil Rights Initiative. The United Kingdom, meanwhile, said it's planning to invoke legislation that will criminalize explicit, non-consensual deepfake media. The plan was announced in November of 2022, and on top of that, there's even more updates regarding deepfake content in general. People are reporting that deepfake technology is improving when it comes to voices, and you can mimic the voice of pretty much anybody who has a voice recording of themselves. For the most part right now, it seems like the AI programs that are able to create this type of deepfake voice recordings aren't 100% yet, and you can still kind of tell that it's not authentic and that it's AI. As AI programs improve, this could be much harder in the future. As I had mentioned in my previous video, this can also go towards things like deepfake PORN videos, or really anything else that you can imagine. And the reason that people find this to be concerning is that in the wrong hands, this could be really detrimental towards anybody, but especially public figures. Just for some examples, this could be used to mimic people's voices like Mr. Beast to do some kind of scam. That's already kind of an issue with fake YouTube accounts. This could be used with malicious intent against a famous person that someone might not like. By the way, I'm talking about malicious content. After making this video, I stumbled upon some ridiculous videos of political figures playing Among Us and Minecraft together.
Which one of you killed my mending villager? It's not fucking funny. Do you know how long it took me to get that?
Calm down, Sleepy Joe. I think it was Obama. He ran in the direction of your base.
What the f do you mean calm down? It took me 3 hours to get the right trade.
It wasn't me. I'm busy looking for diamonds.
I'm pretty sure nobody takes them seriously. What I'm referring to is people who could actually take this type of AI programming seriously and use it for malicious intent, not silly comedic videos like this. As fascinating as artificial intelligence could be regarding creativity and generating things that are extremely realistic, it also comes with the price of being horrifying, such as the examples we have talked about today. My prediction is that within the coming years, if not the coming months, AI content is going to be unrecognizable compared to content created by real people, and we are going to have to second guess everything we see. I do hope that in the very near future, more states consider passing a law against the creation of AI deepfake PORN videos of people who don't consent to those being made. The fact that things like this are even being made at all is really creepy, especially when people that you know might be consuming it. But that is not the only creepy thing we have to talk about today. There is something extremely disturbing going on with TikTok, which I'm sure none of you are surprised. There's always something disturbing going on with TikTok. There is a new disturbing trend going around in the comment section of TikTok videos where people are saying things like, "I bet it's Bubblegum Pink."
Huh? Is what Bubblegum Pink? I'm not chewing any gum right now.
Now, if you don't know what the Bubblegum Pink situation is, you might be thinking to yourself, oh, well, you know, it's Valentine's Day. Maybe it has something to do with, like, pink because of hearts, and that's like a Valentine's Day color. I don't know, maybe even the new cherry blossom update on Minecraft because pink. Look, I even got a cherry blossom pillow that Chester sleeps on half the time, which... Actually, one second. You can't see it, but he has a pillow now. Maybe your thought would even be the obvious. Okay, bubblegum. Maybe there's like a bubblegum trend going on with TikTok because there's always random trends going on with TikTok. But if you were to guess that Bubblegum Pink related to any of those things, you would be very sadly mistaken. It has nothing to do with anything that might bring joy in life. It, has to do with, girls' private areas. At this point, I'm just convinced that TikTok is one of the 7 circles of hell. This situation started to gain traction after several creeps started commenting things like, "I bet it's Bubblegum Pink," under TikTok videos of mostly young women and teens. Many TikTokers would respond to these comments being extremely uncomfortable after realizing that the comments were referring to their private parts. What makes this even more disturbing is this quote from an article on Distractify. "Bubblegum Pink is a term mostly used by boys and men to refer to the color of a female's genitalia. Scientifically speaking, when a girl is young, her private part takes on a bright shade of pink that may change as she gets older, and as some men wrote, become roast beef brown." I don't particularly enjoy the way this entire article was written, which we'll get into more in a moment, but the overall message is something that I do agree with, which is the fact that this trend, or this situation at least, is extremely concerning. There's something that was mentioned by a few different comments in one of my previous videos where I was talking about the deepfake PORN stuff, that I'm seeing similar comments regarding this situation, and it makes my blood boil, where it's basically blaming the people who are victim to this, whether it be the Bubblegum Pink thing or the deepfake PORN stuff, and they're basically blaming them, saying, well, you know what, if you didn't want this to happen, then you shouldn't have put your face online. You should cover your face. You shouldn't even show yourself. It used to be this argument, well, you know, if that person didn't want something like SA to happen to them, well, they shouldn't have worn that outfit. Now it's like, oh no, well, you shouldn't even show your face at all if you don't want to be harassed. Instead of blaming the people who are being harassed, maybe we should be blaming the people who are doing the harassment, and maybe we should be telling them to stop. Just a spitball suggestion there, total shot in the dark, but maybe we should be telling people to not treat others like this because it makes people very uncomfortable, and in this situation specifically, it's not even just adults who are affected by this. This is happening to children, this is happening under posts of people's like little kids. It's disgusting. What's even stranger is that apparently TikTok responded to this by saying that they were going to start removing terms like, I bet it's Bubblegum Pink from their search bar, which as of right now, you can still search Bubblegum Pink, and what you'll get is a lot of people responding to comments on previous videos of theirs saying, I bet it's Bubblegum Pink. As of writing, TikTok appears to be taking steps to rid the platform of videos that reference Bubblegum Pink. Some phrases like, I bet it's Bubblegum Pink are no longer searchable. The following message then generates, this phrase may be associated with behavior or content that violates our guidelines. Promoting a safe and positive experience is TikTok's top priority. For more information, we invite you to review our community guidelines. But the fact of the matter is that there's an abundance of videos that use the term. It's unknown if TikTok will be able to locate every single video. Half of the comments when I looked at these videos were deleted or was comment unavailable when you click on it, or maybe their accounts were suspended or deleted for engaging with that type of language. But I honestly doubt TikTok went that far. I think people just deleted comments. Some of the comments were still there, but the point is the fact that TikTok claimed that they were going to crack down on this, and really all they cracked down on was the words "I bet it's" or something along that line, because you could still search Bubblegum Pink and these comments will still pop up. Others are leaving comments such as Grippy, Grip Reaper, or Gripzilla, and if you don't know what any of that means, look it up on Urban Dictionary, because I'm pretty sure if I try to explain what it means, YouTube will yeet this video into the sun. Just to remind you though, these comments aren't just on adults' TikTok videos. Some of these comments are left on kids' TikToks too. As more report on this situation, people are starting to become really sneaky, to the point where if the term Bubblegum Pink is banned entirely, they will still get past this. How, you ask? Hex color codes. People are posting hex color codes in the comment sections for shades of pink. For example, somebody commented the shade FF94A4, and if you copy and paste that into Google, this is what will pop up. If you comment any of this, not only are you really creepy, but you're also just a loser. The main photo in this article is a picture of somebody that says, "A man commented Bubblegum Pink on a video of my niece. She was like 8 months in it." So like I mentioned earlier, it's not even just full-grown women getting these comments, which would be bad enough on its own. It's babies too, like little babies. Like what the actual And there's even one TikTok where somebody screenshotted a comment of someone saying something creepy. It wasn't Bubblegum Pink. I'll have it here. And they go to the TikToker's account that commented that, and it's like this 45-year-old looking dude, maybe even older. I have no idea what's going on with this UFO crap, but I don't know. If I were an alien coming to Earth and I found out about this, I would turn my ship right the fuck around. If you are a woman, the best thing you can do is turn off your comment section and report any and all online harassment you may have been a victim of. And if you're a man who has used this term, please stop. One thing I dislike about the wording of this, and this isn't exclusive to this specific situation by the way, it happens anytime a large group of people are harassed on TikTok, the biggest solution they can think of is just turn off your comments. I mean, yeah, that will obviously prevent people from commenting nasty things, but disabling all comments would mean even their followers who are sending positive feedback can't engage with their content. I don't know if TikTok's algorithm is similar to YouTube's, but I do know that if the same was to be said on a platform like YouTube, where it was encouraged to disable all comments on all videos, it would probably affect someone's channel growth due to cutting off a source of engagement. So in other words, their solution could end up stunting a person's growth on their platform if TikTok relies on engagement the way that other websites do. It just feels like it punishes the creator more than it helps them. And again, this isn't the first time this has happened. Also, when looking up the term Bubblegum Pink on TikTok, people have said it to a few male creators as well. However, it does seem to be a large majority of women that are going through this. And lastly, the quote mentioned earlier, scientifically speaking, it will be pink when they're younger and may change as they get older and become, as some men wrote, roast beef brown. Whether it was intended to sound this way or not, I feel like the wording of that sentence validates exactly what this article is trying to criticize, saying scientifically it is pink when you're younger, but just like the commenters say, it becomes roast beef brown when you're older. I really just don't like that wording. That's just my takeaway from it. I do agree with the overall message that this is a concern and it should be brought to attention, and you should be very careful if you're posting on the TikTok and report any harassment. The overall issue is the fact that this situation exists at all. It's disgusting, and TikTok should be doing better to handle it. Also, I just don't know why people are so weird. You shouldn't be playing guessing games with what people's downstairs look like. Why don't you just go onto other websites to see adults who are consenting to show that? When looking into this topic after getting a few comments about it, the first video I saw was actually by a YouTuber named Ready to Glare, so I will leave her video linked in the description below. With that being said, we're going to end this video on a less serious topic. So the next topic that we're focusing on today is actually some breaking news that I recently found out about. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki is stepping down from her position, and Chief Product Officer of YouTube Neil Mohan will be replacing her as the new CEO. A message was put out this afternoon, which is February 16th, 2023, and it states, "Dear creators, earlier today I sent an email to employees announcing that I'd be stepping back from my role as the head of YouTube to start a new chapter focused on my family, health, and personal projects I'm passionate about. It has been the honor of my career to have a front row seat to the incredible YouTube community you have built. Your stories of perseverance, creativity, and inspiration were a daily source of motivation and inspired me to be an advocate and steward for this community you all created. It was a constant highlight of my job to sit down with you, hear how you were using the platform, and listen to feedback. Sometimes what you said was tough and candid, but it was important for me and the wider YouTube team to listen and do better. Today, the YouTube community is incredibly strong. You're building businesses and following your dreams. You will continue to have someone committed to building and advocating for creators at the helm of YouTube. YouTube's longtime Chief Product Officer, Neil Mohan, will take over the leadership role. He is an excellent leader and understands this community and what you need today, tomorrow, and in the future better than anyone. I plan to stay around for a period of time to help Neil with the transition and serve as an advisor to Google and Alphabet. I remain just as convinced today as I was when I started 9 years ago that YouTube's best days are ahead of it. From shorts to podcasting, streaming to subscriptions, I am excited to see what comes next. And with Neil and our incredible team of employees, you will be in good hands. Finally, thank you for everything over the years. Thank you for welcoming me into your studios, your homes, and your lives. Thank you for letting me be a part of the incredible stories you're sharing with the world. With admiration, Susan." Before we get into my thoughts about this transition, there is one thing that really bothered me, and I know that this might sound a little bit of a nitpick, but I really don't like the fact that the way I found out about this was through Twitter and not an email through YouTube. They always send like monthly creator updates, etc., but I haven't seen anything in my emails regarding this letter, and I think it would have just been a little bit more professional to just send this email to anybody who has a YouTube account, considering she is the CEO of the entire company. If they can send monthly creator updates, I think even if it was the same exact note copy and pasted, that would have just been a little bit more professional in my opinion. Like, I'm not mad that they did the Twitter post, they still could have done that, but I just think they should have sent like an email out to people with a YouTube account. I know that's not a really big deal, that's just something that struck me as odd. Anyway, here are my thoughts about the situation. When it comes to Susan Wojcicki, I know a lot of people really are upset with her whenever something goes wrong on YouTube. She is the face of YouTube as the CEO, or at least she was. So obviously when something is going wrong with the website, people are going to look at the person in charge, who is usually the CEO. When looking at interviews she's done and hearing her talk about certain subjects, I really do want to believe she has tried really hard to do the best that she could with a lot of issues on YouTube. However, over the years, when other YouTubers have presented their concerns with her directly, she seemed like she was taking care of it and then nothing actually seemed to have happened. I think as the years had gone on, people lost more and more trust in Susan as the CEO of YouTube for reasons like this. Personally, I don't dislike her. I don't dislike her as a CEO. I think there are a lot of things that she could be doing to improve the platform, and my hopes are that with the new CEO, these things will be taken care of. A lot of YouTubers have a lot of concerns when it comes to their content and rule changes that just kind of happen out of thin air, but there is a part of me that is actually afraid of having a new CEO, and I think the reason for that is I, as well as a lot of other YouTubers, have had expectations for YouTube to improve in ways which it just hasn't yet, and with the new CEO, I know those expectations are going to be even higher now because now this is a new chance for things to get done and we can't blame Susan for everything. So is this guy going to do the things that we've been begging YouTube to do for the past few years, because if that doesn't happen, I think it will really upset a lot of people, and I think people's hope in the platform will diminish. I really love YouTube. I really want to see this platform thrive even more than it already has over the years, and there are a lot of things that I would really love to see with the new CEO stepping into place. I would really love to see the U being put back into YouTube. It seems like YouTube has constantly promoted corporate stuff, mainstream outlets, promoting companies instead of the people who made YouTube what it was. And part of me believes that that's why platforms like TikTok have started to outgrow YouTube in popularity, because it actually focuses on individuals instead of these companies. I have a feeling that in 2023, YouTube is going to start focusing more on things like live streams and podcasters and kind of more into individuals again, and hopefully that'll transition over to regular video content as well, because after doing a poll on my channel, I have seen that not everybody is interested in live streams, which is totally okay, by the way. I'm still deciding if I want to do an occasional live stream here or there. I think it would be fun, but not everybody is into that, and that's fine. So yeah, if there was one thing I could suggest to the new and upcoming CEO, it would be please allow regular individuals who make YouTube content to still be able to express themselves the way that they want to without being too corporate, and maybe lessen the restriction of words, so that way when I'm talking about a heavy topic, I don't have to censor every other word that comes out of my mouth that isn't even a curse word. And last but definitely not least, maybe even more important than anything else I've said so far, improving the communication between YouTube and its creators. So yeah, those are my 3 biggest issues that I would really love to see improved with the new CEO. I'm sure there's a ton of other things that I could name off of the top of my head that I haven't even mentioned in this video, but what I really want to know is, what do you think should be improved with YouTube having a new CEO, and do you think that having a new YouTube CEO will actually improve anything on this website? Do you think that this is a new era for YouTube to begin with and that things will get better? Do you think that this might actually make things worse? Or do you think that things will stay pretty much the same, just with a new name attached to the website? I really want to know your thoughts about this.
Real quick, I want to add an update to this story since yesterday was when I recorded this segment. Over the past 24 hours, people have become increasingly concerned with the new CEO of YouTube already, due to the fact that he has apparently been a big supporter of NFTs. He allegedly has also been involved in some of the more questionable things regarding YouTube. Only time will tell what will happen with YouTube once this transitionary period is over and he becomes the official CEO of YouTube. At this point, all we can really do right now is hope for the best, and especially hope that YouTube doesn't become an NFT platform. I don't think it actually will, but who knows?
And like I said earlier, I have made a poll regarding live streams. If you missed that poll, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below as well. Do you think I should do an occasional live stream, just hanging out, talking about topics, maybe playing a game? I was thinking maybe like a once a month type of thing, not an everyday or once a week type of thing. Let me know what you think about any or all of these topics down in the comments section below. I really wanted to talk about a lot of things all at once, so I wanted to simplify things in a video for you today. With that being said, thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Thank you so much to everybody supporting me over on Patreon, and I will see you in the next video.